Hey guys, what is up? Nisho691 coming at you live once again, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make what I like to call the birthday cake farm. This little behemoth over here actually is a really simple farm design. I'll show you guys exactly how to do it. It all runs off one single switch. You need literally no redstone, no repeaters, no nothing. You flip this switch, the water comes down, gravity actually pulls every single piece into this little trench down here. It all filters into the chest down here, and I'll show you guys the first harvest I did, the whole thing. It actually had 17.5 stacks of seeds and about 11 stacks of wheat. So that's just with the really big one. Now I'm going to teach you guys actually how to make your own really quickly, really simple. So we're going to make this one 6 tall. 4, 5, 6. So what you want to do first is you're going to want to measure another 5 blocks above those. Cut out 4 of them. And that's actually where your piston's going to go, right at the very bottom of that 5th block. Now, to activate the switch, just go ahead and throw any block next to it and throw the lever on it. Now it's going to stay in the on position. Once it's in the off position, that's when the water is going to actually flow. So what we're going to want to do is, right now, we're going to actually make right here actually. Now right underneath the actual piston head, there will be just an 8 block with a block out the middle. That's where the water will flow, and you can see the piston right now actually blocks anything from coming out of it. And now you need a place for all the water, so you can just go ahead and build a short little wall right around it. I like to use glowstone, but that's just me. Glowstone will work, especially if you're in frozen biome, any ice spikes or anything like that, because it won't actually let the water freeze. So you can go ahead and fill this up, and I'll just show you guys real quick. It's just gonna flow just like that, just like we want it to. And this whole farm design is specifically designed to be simple and quick, easy to create. That's what it's for. Now the first one, you're going to want to do this. The first level is just this one block. Okay. Second level, drop a block down and only do a block on each side in the shape of, a cross or a T. And you're going to want to hollow this out for later. So we need to actually put the water inside the pyramid. That way it'll actually let all the crops, grow. Third level, you just can go ahead, and if you build just a quick little box right around the whole third layer, right here, right here, right here, just like this. See how it's just, oh, I went too far on the one side. Just like that. Now all you can do is actually take these middle pieces out because they won't affect the water flow at all. And you can replace them with glowstone. That way you just have a little bit more light to grow your crops and stuff. And from here on out, it's pretty simple. You just go ahead and you make a little box around every single level. And to let the water actually flow properly, you're going to have to cut the corners off. As long as you cut the corners off, everything will be fine. Cut the crust off your sandwich. Oh, missed one. There we go. And we'll drop down again. There we go. We'll just make a quick little box around here. Now you'll see that there is actually a little space here. We'll want to fill that up. You can either fill it with glowstone for a little bit of extra light, or you can just fill it up with dirt for some more crops. It doesn't really matter. It's only 4 blocks. But the same corner rule applies. Go ahead and cut the corners off. Cut the corners off. There we go. I think we got one more. And then we'll do the final layer. We can actually just fill this in. We don't even have to worry about the corners right now. Not even going to bother making them. Oh, too many. There we go. Alright. There we go. So that's what it's going to look like. It's really simple, really easy to do. Now all you need, now in case you're worried about not making it correctly, just go ahead and flip the switch. You can actually do that every time you turn a layer on, so you can just see the water flows over the entire thing. Downward motion, the gravity will bring the crops down. And, you know, I put wheat on this one. The big one doesn't have to be wheat. You know, obviously it can be anything, carrots, anything like that. What we're going to want to do is we're going to take our little bucket of water. I'm just going to make a hole right here. And you just throw it up against every side of the inside. That way all the crops can get enough water and everything can grow properly. There we go. Got that second layer done. Come on. And then we'll do this third inside layer. And you want to make sure to put the water up top too. Don't forget that one. That way that top level will definitely be fertilized. Alright, and then we'll just switch that back out with glowstone. So everything right now should be have more than enough water to grow. Gonna go ahead, and we're actually not gonna hoe it right now. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna dig a 2 deep trench around the entirety of the actual little farm here, but we're gonna actually put it 1 out. So just make sure you have 1 space extra, and it's 2 deep, the whole thing. Now I'm on super flat right now. I figured it'd be best just to show you guys with the super flat world, and I might have to actually dig in bedrock, which obviously you can't do in single player or server worlds or anything like that, but you know, you'll actually build it on land and not on 3 blocks of dirt. So I figured it'd be okay. Now this design is actually best used for a server that doesn't let you stomp out the fertilized land or the hoed land. I know a lot of servers have it so you can't actually walk over the crops and kill them. And we're going to go ahead and, as long as we cut these corners off too. Don't forget, the corners actually, if you don't cut the corners on the birthday cake, don't cut the corners. Or no, do cut the corners. Okay, so now we got that whole thing all ready to roll. This is where we're going to go ahead and let's just pick a spot. We'll pick one just right dead center, probably about right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll make this our little tunnel. Throw some ladders up. This is where your entrance will be, so you can get to your chests and whatnot. I will put a trapdoor there momentarily, I promise. So the best way to go about this is probably just the good old-fashioned shift-click method. Go ahead and throw the hopper down and just walk around the entirety of the base with holding shift and right-clicking to place the hoppers so they're all pointed in the same direction. It's just the simplest way I can really think of doing it. Just make sure on the corners here that, see how this hopper is faced the right way. Make sure you don't accidentally click the wall so it's faced towards the wall. Otherwise your crops aren't going to go anywhere. So as long as you're focused on the actual hoppers when you right click, then you should be fine. Just make sure you don't click on any of the walls by mistake. There we go. Just go ahead and check. Yep, it's facing the right way. Now this is the part where in a server or on a single player world, you're actually going to be able to do it because they're more land. But like I said, I'm only on super flat, so I have to work with what I got. Now this is where we can go ahead and actually, yep, we're going to go ahead and dig this out right now. So we want this hopper to face this way, which is where our chests are going to be. And then we can just go ahead and, you know, we're going to fill this in right now. so we don't die. Die in creative mode. It's perfect. Go ahead and drop a hopper there. Throw the chest down. So we have full access to that chest right about now. So the hoppers are all in place. The water on the inside's in place. All we need to do now is hoe the entire thing. Now, last time I counted, and I don't know if I counted perfectly. I don't know if I counted perfectly or not, but from my last calculations, this should give you 120, or you should have 120 plots. So if you have 120 wheat plants, it will spit out 120 wheat. However many seeds the gods decide to throw your way, that's up to them, I guess. And we'll go ahead. As you can see, the water behind everything, so it's obviously getting enough water. Clearly, more than enough. And diddle-a-doo, do-do-do. Just finish hoeing this real quick. Now, like I said, this works best on a multiplayer server where you can't trample ground. Because I know in a single player world, when you're climbing up here to replant or anything like that, then you're going to obviously trample it. Or if you have a server where you have the ability to fly, that would also be very good. But, you know, a lot of servers don't actually let the average person fly around their server. They don't like it. They don't. But yeah, so here we go. We're just going to go ahead and plant, and then I'm just going to harvest really quick on the big behemoth over there, just to show you guys exactly how simple it is. And we just made this in just a few minutes. Really easy, really quick. It does not use a lot of resources. Literally the biggest and the hardest part of this whole thing is replanting once you harvest. That is literally the hardest part. The setup is easy. It's a really simplistic design. Lately I've been seeing a lot of auto farms on the server. You know, people have been talking about auto farms, and I've seen, you know, different Redstone theme ones on YouTube, and I've seen, you know, these really big, intricate, you know, it's just really time consuming to build. And I've never been one for Redstone. I don't really like it. Personally, I'd rather just build, I'd rather just harvest with my hands, just the old-fashioned way, and just pick it, put it back, and, you know, move on with my life. But a lot of people really don't. And I don't know why that. Oh my goodness. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? Okay. So we'll just go ahead and we'll put that back real quick. Alright. And I stepped on some land. That's perfect. Okay. So get our hoe back out. Replant. So there's that. And there it is. That simple, that quick. It's a like I said, it's a really simplistic design. It's something that will not take you a lot of resources. The biggest resource consumption really is just the hoppers. You know, it takes a lot of iron to build that many hoppers, especially, you know, this many hoppers. But it's all worth it. It's really easy, really simple. And you can just go ahead and we'll use dirt, because you can't put ladders on glowstone. So we'll go ahead and we'll just drop it right down, just like we did on the big farm there. Throw the ladders up, and literally you just come right up here, flick the switch, bada bing, bada boom. And I will show you guys the harvest on the big behemoth, as I promised. Now it does take a few seconds to actually finish the flowing and the gravity of the actual wheat. It just takes a couple seconds. So you just flick it and let it run. And as you can see, it's just it is a little bit laggy, so I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna try and fly here. Sorry for being so laggy, guys. It's totally there it goes. There it goes. So here we go. And you can just see it's all going straight down into the hoppers. And maybe 15-30 seconds, it'll all be done. And the easiest way is to just, you know, build a little wall right around. I like to use glowstone. It helps the actual crops grow faster. Or not, you know, the light helps them grow. So yeah, 15, 30 seconds, it all goes down. Best way is to just take a real quick trip around your farm and just check before you turn the water off. That way you don't have to worry about picking up any stray stuff. Once it's all finished, just go ahead, flick the switch back off. Stops the water flowing. And there it is. All you gotta do is jump up there, replant, you're good to go. So I hope, even if you don't build something as huge as that, something this simple and this quick to harvest and to replant is actually helpful for you guys. So hope you guys like it. Don't forget, leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know if you guys want to see more how-to videos in Minecraft or in any other game you've seen me play. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.